Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie, my usual spiel. If you don't know, I am a homeschool mom to 3 kiddos. My eldest is a boy named Darian. He's 14 and happens to have autism spectrum disorder. And then I also homeschool my typically developing daughters, and they are 11 and 12. So my life is busy and crazy and fun and awesome, and I am so thankful to God for the life that He has given me. But today's video, I wanted to share about specifically my Sunrise program for my autistic child, or teenager, I should say. In order to give you a good idea of the update, I want to talk a little bit about what's happened in the past. So we didn't find the Sunrise program until Darian was about 9 years old, and it was a learning curve to try and figure out all of the ins and outs and, you know, all of the things. And we got to a place where I had developed some relationships, and I had 2 volunteers, one male and one female, both older, and I will leave a link down below to an interview I did very, very early on. I laugh at it because it's very, yeah, my face was very, very bright, so don't mind that. The information in it is still very good and very solid, but I love sharing that video with people who are coming into the program, because it kind of takes away some of the fears that they might have when you approach a volunteer and go, hey, do you want to play with my son and work on therapies and stuff like that. It just can come across as either they have nothing else better to do, they don't know how to play with children, so I'm going to train you and teach you. But it can also be a very daunting thing because of how our society views special needs children, and yeah, it can just be this really big thing. So I'm going to leave it linked down below for you to watch and share with your new volunteers if you have that. But she's one of the volunteers, that lady that I did the interview with, and that's why I brought it up now. But she was very awesome, and around the same time of COVID, both of my volunteers felt that they need to go and move on and do other things. One went off to college, and the other one was just, she wasn't sure, you know, just her expectations were things were going to move a lot faster, and she felt like maybe she had done all that she could. Not true at all, but it's just, you know, you're dealing with people's emotions and their thoughts peaking, and sometimes it's hard for them to yeah, just be in that moment and be happy for whatever comes along. She is awesome. She's still a great friend of us and myself and our family. And so I am super excited to be saying, now that post-COVID has happened and things are kind of settling in, that I actually have one volunteer coming, and I had approached him early on pre-COVID, and he was so interested in that it wasn't happening, and now it seems like it's happening, which is awesome. And then also, I felt really led to ask someone else who is currently praying about whether or not she would like to be a part of our program. So it's really exciting times here. We've had a good long break from it, not from us doing it. You know, I was trying to get my girls situated and figured out. So Darian, kind of, his program has been fit in when it can. I'm looking forward to actually trying to make this another priority again, push it up on the list. He's just at that age where some of the brain's elasticity is getting more because he's doing the whole puberty thing, and I'm very excited about that. I know that's not the usual response to puberty coming for our special needs children, but I am, because I really think that this is the timing is just so amazing, and I would really like to capture that and utilize that. So yeah, there's going to be some more sunrise programming on my channel. I wanted to let you all know that. And specifically some games for a teenager, you know, that could be used for younger or even older. Right now, a lot of it is me trying to integrate into the Sunrise Playroom some of his school work. So we're doing the space unit from Gather Round Homeschool right now, and it was really easy to kind of put in some games for that. And then continents and oceans, some little bit of geography, and kind of make games for that. So I'm planning on doing a couple of videos where I'm in the playroom with him. Again, on this channel, very, very rarely do I put my kids directly on. There's been a couple videos that I've been trying out, but I usually keep it very much to a minimum, and just, you know, it was our field trip one that I shared the most of my children, and I was like, part of that was just as a way to have the memory for me. It's just something my husband and I discussed, that we didn't want our kids to be in full view of social media, and I think most people understand that and respect that. Peeking. So the big thing is that I really wanted to make sure that you knew what to expect. Yeah, I said it, peeking. He doesn't like certain words, and I have to say them in certain ways. The biggest thing is I just wanted you to be able to know that most of what you'll see is my 3 E's of excitement, enthusiasm, and what was the other one? Energy. And so I really just wanted to give the heads up, so that the expectation was that you weren't going to be seeing tons of my son doing the things. You will hear him, but you probably won't see him too much. And what, honey? It's okay. I'm really excited about the, you know, reinvigoration of our homeschool, but also our Sunrise program. That's been kind of on my heart to get done. And I guess the big part of this video that I wanted to share, if you are a mom and a dad doing a Sunrise program and you are struggling to do the 5 to 8 hours a day in the playroom and stuff, please know that it's not always possible. You know, you are not failing your children if you are not able to make that happen in your day. And it's taken me a long time to realize that, you know, I'm only human. I'm only one person. And while I would love to have Sheffield, Massachusetts right next door, and so we could take them to people who that's their job, Peking, that is their job, and that is what they're, you know, called to do, and they're trained well and they can do that. Sometimes it's just not possible. And once I brought my girls home, yeah, there wasn't the possibility. I have to, because they're typically developing, make sure that we're staying on somewhat of a school schedule. And, you know, it divided my attention, as it should do. But I'm very thankful and happy that my Darian is still progressing. Having his sisters home has been a huge, huge blessing. So I hope that is an encouragement to you, and we will talk to you next time. We'll see you later. Bye.